If a proper armhole and perfect neck size has always been your problem whenever you are cutting senator, then this video is for you. You don't want to miss the idea I'm about to share here on how to get a perfect neck size and armhole. Welcome to the Mr. Channel. I am Olabanjo Isaiah. Worry not about the width of the cloth that is 13 inches, for it is more than required. Neither should you worry about the length, that is 40.5 inches, for it is my preference. Instead, worry about the technique that I'm going to give you on how to get a perfect neckline. It's a technique called a live view result. Here I mark 2.5 inches. I want you to mark 1.5 inch instead. No matter the size of neck you are planning to cut, just trust me, okay? And at the end there, I mark 4 inches. Shoulder slope is something that varies by the shape of whoever is wearing it. So I leave you to your mistakes. Make your mistakes, make your errors, and learn from them. For the theories you've been looking for are created after several experimentations, after several mistakes. So he who is scared of making mistake is scared of learning something new. Maybe you have been told before now, probably from some YouTube tutorial videos, that when cutting a senator, you should let the length of the front piece be 4 inches shorter than the back, which is exactly what I just did here. But the truth is, this greatly depends on the size of the neck of the cloth you are cutting. If the size of the neck is below 17, I think 3 inches difference is okay. This I'm going to discuss in a very short video that I'm going to make because of this tutorial, because there are some informations that I won't be able to include for the sake of our time, for the sake of the duration of the video. Maybe you want to ask why I'm marking 1 inch along the slope of the front piece shoulder. This is for the seam allowance at the shoulder. It is very important that the slope of the back piece meets that of the front at this mark point. I am very tired of you asking me what measurement should you take when cutting for a particular size of neck. This is the reason why I promised to show you something we call a live view technique, where you know the result even before you cut it. You see what I'm doing at the neck right now? I'm preparing it like I'm ready to cut it. We are not going to cut this neck now because I want to show you how to do it, how to always know the results even before you cut it. I will mark 9.5 inches for my shoulder measurement. This includes 0.5 seam allowance. I said something about your armhole not looking nice, that we are going to tackle the causes here. One of the biggest problem of your armhole is the fact that you are not accepting the natural length of shoulder you have. You always want to add extra. A tailor, on hearing that I have a chest that range from 43 to 44 inches, will quickly guess my shoulder to be 19 inches, which in that case I would have marked 10 on this table. But the truth is, he has added to my natural length of shoulder. My shoulder is 18 and this look perfect on me. I am going to do a very short video to do a visual explanation of what I'm saying right now. Anything you add to your shoulder, the result will tell it at your armhole, so it will never look nice until you let go this habit. Based on experience, a armhole of size 10 inches always look good on me. This includes the seam allowance at the armpit that joins the sleeve to the body. So I just marked 7.5 inches, for I believe this length should be able to produce me that size. Let's see if it will work. Please note that the 11.5 inches that I marked is for my chest measurement. My chest is 43.5, so I mark 11.5 inches. That is 1.5 inch seam allowance on both sides. Now I just measured around the curve, and the total I have here is 9 inches. Remember I said I'm very comfortable with 10 inches. Now I'm going to take the curve below the 7.5 inch that was marked initially as range for the curve. This is to say, there is nothing like theory here, but experimentation. I've experimented. Anytime I'm cutting senator now, I can tell that 7 inch range is not enough to produce 10 inches curve. And as you can see, the curve is not that deep. It's just half inch away from the vertical line from the shoulder point. So even now it's still not up to 10.5 inches, but 9.75. So I just have to increase it a little bit. Now I have 10 inches. This is a live view technique I've learned from this experimentation now. This is exactly how I want us all to learn. He that is scared of mistake is scared of learning something new. Another thing that do mess up our armhole is we being too wise, wanting to incorporate the pattern of suit armhole curve to our senator wear, where we say let the front curve be deeper than the back by 1 inch, half inch, whatever. This is going to produce something good. I've experimented, I've been there before, so I know what I'm talking about. In the short video, I promise I'm going to do a much more visual explanation of why it will never work. These two lines here are my chest and tummy measurement. This is my own way of giving a little curve to my native wears. And for the vent, I want it to be at least 2.25 inch wide. This is the reason why I mark 1.75 inches from the tummy line. Like I said earlier, I am tired of you asking me what measurement should I take for a specific size of neck. So I'm going to show you a live view result technique. And for that, we are not going to cut the neck. We're only going to open it at the gator line formed when making the edge of the back piece meet the front at the 1 inch seam allowance that we marked. Now let's put the body aside and cut the sleeve. Here I have my sleeve, as you can see. You remember the shoulder we mark 9.5 inches, right? Now I'm going to put the tape rule at 8.5 inches for the sleeve. So that was how I got 29.25 inches, because I want the sleeve to be 27 inches. So the 2.5 inches addition is for the M folding. We won't be doing too much for the curve, my dear. I just mark 5.5 inches from one hand of the sleeve, and with free hand I'm going to produce my curve. Very beautiful curve. I can't even lie to you. The sound from my background now is the call to Salat, the beautiful call I do love to hear every morning. Even though I'm a Christian, I ain't going to pray. So please just find peace with it, okay? I love the sound. Now we are going to measure along the curve for the 10 inches armhole that we produce. But may we advise you, let's do 10.25 inch. It is better that the armhole is bigger than the curve than the situation where the armhole will be smaller than the curve. We can only trim out the excess, but we can't gum. You can't gum fabric to it when it is needed. Do you know that I almost say thank you for being part of this tutorial? See you again in the next video when I remember that we have an unfinished job. The neck, the technique I said I want to show you, where you will depend on nobody to know how to cut the whatever size of neck you want to cut. So let's take care of that, please. We are going back to the neck now. So this is the back yoke. Now I am going to gum interface into the back yoke. Now let's go and join the shoulders. As you can see, the size of the seam is ½ inch, which is equivalent to 1 inch that was marked along the slope of the shoulder at the front piece. Now we are going to iron the seams. So here is the part where it all gets interesting. Remember I told you, it's a live view technique, a situation whereby you already know what the result will be even before you cut it. Based on experience, I'm going to measure 2.5 inches from the center. So guys, this is transparency at its peak. I want something 18.5 or 19 inches, but what I have here, I already know it's 17.5, so I'm going to increase it. It is very important to note that whether you want to increase or you want to decrease, it must not be below the cut point at the back. Take note of this, please. So, brethren and brethren, this is the secret behind the whole theory that you guys are studying today. Mistake. Do not be scared of mistake. He who haven't made a mistake haven't tried something new. Give Senator Cotton a try today. If you get it right, take note of the specifications. If you get it wrong, take note of the errors. This way, you are learning. This way, you are making progress. Now we are going to measure around the neck. For I was convinced before I cut that I have something around 18.5 to 19 inches. Now let's check. A round of applause for me in the comment section, please, for it is exactly what I pictured even before I cut it. That is why it is called a live view result technique. You know what your result will be even before you cut it. So hit the subscribe button for this channel if you haven't subscribed. Follow for more tutorials like this, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Your comment is very important to me, for that's when I have the sense of teaching someone. You know, if you watch and you don't drop a comment, I'm gonna feel like I'm teaching myself. See you guys again in our next video. Bye.